Are you tired of feeling like happiness is always just out of reach? It's a feeling many of us can relate to. We look to external factors like money, success, and relationships to bring us joy, but we often find ourselves stuck in the same cycle of unhappiness. The truth is, true happiness comes from within. But how do we find that inner peace? In this video, we're going to reveal 7 hard truths you need to learn in order to find true peace and happiness. These truths might be difficult to face, but they're crucial to living a fulfilling life. And trust us, you don't want to miss number 6. It's the ultimate secret to a happy and fulfilled life. We understand the struggle and want to help you find the path to true happiness. So grab a pen and paper, take some notes, and get ready to learn how to find the happiness you've been searching for. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and stay tuned for a free giveaway. You won't want to miss it. Let's get started. Number 1. Life is unpredictable. Think about it. If life was predictable, would there be any surprises? Imagine if you knew exactly what would happen every day of your life. You'd never have any unexpected adventures or moments of joy, because you already knew what was coming. Not only does embracing unpredictability open us up to new experiences, but it also helps us become more resilient. When we accept that things won't always go according to plan, we learn how to deal with disappointment and failure in a healthier way. So instead of feeling helpless when things don't work out as planned, we need to learn how to take control back by finding creative solutions or searching for opportunities amidst the chaos. While life's unpredictability can sometimes be challenging to handle, it also offers us an opportunity to grow and explore new possibilities. Number 2. Happiness comes from within. How often do you hear people say, "Happiness comes from within"? It's a phrase that gets thrown around all the time, but what does it really mean? The truth is, this phrase isn't just about finding joy in life. It's about understanding how to make yourself happy. When we think of happiness coming from within, a few key things come into play. First, everyone has different sources of joy, so finding out what works for you is essential. For example, some people may find peace in moments of solitude, while others prefer being with their family or friends. Secondly, it's important to understand that your happiness isn't dependent on external factors like money or material possessions. Instead, it relies on internal states such as gratitude and contentment. Finally, recognize that your emotional state isn't static. It can change over time depending on what is going on in your life at any particular moment. Number 3. You can't do it all. We want to do it all. We want to be the best at our job, have a successful side hustle, make time for our friends and family, and still get enough sleep. But how realistic is that expectation? As you have rightly guessed, the answer is not very. The truth is that you can't do it all, and that's okay. That's why it's important to recognize your limits and prioritize the things that matter in life. We will explain how. First, set realistic expectations. We live in an era of digital overload. Social media tells us that everyone is doing more than we are, which can lead to feelings of inadequacy or being left behind. But the reality is that unless you're superhuman, there's no way you can do everything you want without burning out eventually. That's why it's important to set realistic expectations for yourself and prioritize tasks based on their importance. Second, prioritize your goals. The key to finding a balance between work and life is setting priorities and goals that are achievable. It's important to focus on what matters most in both your personal and professional lives, and take small steps toward achieving those goals each day. Once you identify your core values and prioritize them accordingly, it will become easier for you to decide which tasks need your attention first. This will help ensure that you don't get overwhelmed by too many obligations or miss out on activities that bring joy into your life. Third, create boundaries. It can also be helpful to create boundaries for yourself so that you don't overextend yourself or take on too much responsibility at once. You may need to say no more often when colleagues or your boss ask for favors. You might need to implement a social media-free weekend to reset your mind and body after a long work week. Taking care of yourself mentally, physically, and emotionally should be one of your top priorities, so make sure to schedule some me time regularly. Before we continue, we would like to give you a free gift of our book, The Ultimate Manifestation Guide. Inside the book, you will discover 15 secrets to help you manifest your dream life faster. Here at Mindset Flow, we are committed to helping you live your best and most fulfilling life. So get your free digital copy today by simply clicking the link in the description. Let's continue on. Number 4. Change is inevitable and necessary in life. Change is an essential part of life because it helps us grow and adapt to the world around us. We learn how to better ourselves and our lives through change. By learning how to embrace and productively manage change, you can take control of your destiny and create a more fulfilling life. But how do you make the most out of these changes? Once you've accepted that change is necessary and beneficial, this is what you should do next. 1. Take one step at a time. Don't try to do too much at once. Break down your goals into manageable pieces so you don't feel overwhelmed by the process. 2. Ask for help. Don't hesitate to reach out for support from friends or family if you're feeling lost during times of change. Having people who understand your struggles can be invaluable during difficult moments. 3. Enjoy the journey. Life is made up of many small moments, so don't forget to enjoy them. Celebrate your successes along the way and stay mindful in your daily activities so that you don't miss any opportunities for growth and development. Number 5. It's okay to fail and make mistakes along the way. We all want to succeed. We don't want to make mistakes, we don't want to fail, and we certainly don't want to look bad in the process. But failure is an inevitable part of life, and it's okay. In fact, it's necessary. So if you've made a mistake or failed recently, take heart. You're not alone. Let's now see how you can turn that failure into an advantage. First, you need to focus on learning instead of failing. When we focus on learning rather than failing, our minds begin to open up and realize that there are better ways to approach problems. We become more creative when trying new things, and instead of just giving up after one mistake, we focus on what went wrong and how we can use this knowledge to improve the process and our skills. Second, accept that you might fail and move forward. It takes courage to face failure head-on and move forward despite knowing that you may not achieve your desired result. But by doing so, you gain a greater appreciation for life's challenges and a better understanding of yourself and what you can achieve. By accepting the possibility of failure, you will have greater freedom to try new things without worrying about what could go wrong or how others will perceive you if you fail. Number 6. Your perception of the world will shape your reality. We all have our unique outlook on life and the world around us. Our mindsets, attitudes, and belief systems shape our experiences and interactions with others. It's true, the way we perceive our lives has a huge influence on the way things turn out. Is there a way to ensure our perceptions align with the reality we want to create? The simple answer is yes, and we will explain how. First, your mindset matters. It all starts with our mindset. Our mindsets affect how we see the world and what kinds of opportunities we believe are available to us. If you have an optimistic outlook, for example, you are more likely to look for solutions instead of dwelling on problems. On the other hand, if you tend to be pessimistic, it's easy to get stuck in negative thinking patterns that limit your potential for success. The same is true when it comes to dealing with success and failure. If you have a growth mindset, where failure is seen as an opportunity to learn and grow, you will be more likely to embrace challenges and push yourself further than before. But if you have a fixed mindset that views failure as an indication that you lack talent or ability, it's easy to give up and not try again. Remember also that our habits matter too. Our habits also play a part in shaping our perception of the world around us. For instance, if your habit is to focus on the positive aspects of life rather than getting caught up in negativity, then it becomes easier for you to stay focused on what matters most, your goals and dreams. On the other hand, if your habit is to focus on the negative aspects of life or compare yourself unfavorably with others, then it becomes harder for you to stay motivated and optimistic about achieving success in whatever area matters most for you. Let us now look at another super important hard truth that we all need to learn and accept in order to find peace and happiness. Number 7. Your thoughts affect your happiness. We all have the power to choose how we think and feel. And the truth is our thoughts directly impact our overall happiness. Fortunately, there are simple steps you can take today that will make it easier for you to develop a more positive attitude toward life. Start by taking time each day for self-reflection. This will help you gain clarity on your thoughts and feelings so you can address any issues or concerns before they become overwhelming. You should also make an effort to practice gratitude every day when we focus on what we already have instead of what we don't have. It helps us appreciate the small things in life and enjoy the present moment instead of worrying about the future or dwelling on the past. Finally, surround yourself with people who share your values and support your goals. Having strong relationships is one of the key components of happiness. We all have the power to choose how we think and feel, which means our thoughts directly affect our happiness levels. So if you want more joy out of life, start paying attention to your thoughts. They can make all the difference. Did you find this video helpful? If so, please share it with your family and friends. You could help someone create room to find peace and happiness in their lives. They will be grateful to you, and you will be part of all the good that will come from that. It will be a positive feedback loop that will only bring more good into your life. Plus, the more people understand these principles on how to find happiness, the better our world will be. There you have it. 7 hard truths you need to learn in order to find peace and happiness. We would love to hear from you. Which of these hard truths resonates the most with you? Do you have any advice on how to find peace and happiness? Let our community know by leaving a comment below. And before you go, be sure to like and subscribe, and also remember to claim your free gift by clicking the link in the description below. Thanks for watching, and have a day filled with peace and happiness.